My Endymion experience, yeah, we got it, we know. Let's just get into this year's footage. Welcome back, everyone, of course, to Mardi Gras 2026. Usually every year I try to bring this experience to you in the form of video. We're gonna try a little something different this year, and I'm gonna watch the video along with you. So maybe I give a little bit more flavor to what's going on behind the scenes, how everything's working, color commentary, if you will. Maybe add some facts in there that you didn't know about the whole process and the prep work. So let's just get into it. Usually the first event that really kicks off the Mardi Gras season for Endymion is the coronation. So let's watch that footage first. I'm always impressed with the convention center, not only Endymion, but most of the crews, about how they transform the space. You know, this normal space, and you go inside and it looks like something's got a feeling, whatever vibe they want to portray. It's pretty cool how they do that. The new float, I really like this float, it's cool. I think the fact on this one is that there's more than 30,000 lights with the tandem on this float, so it's pretty cool. I think they did a really good job on it myself. So this is when they reveal the maid and the queen's dresses. It's pretty cool. You'll see when you get up close, they remind me at least of a little bit of Mardi Gras Indians. I'm not saying it's the same as a Mardi Gras Indians costume, but if you've ever seen a Mardi Gras Indians costume up close, they've got different patches here and here and here and all around, and they tell a story. And you can't appreciate that in these dresses when they're on the float in the parade, but up close, you'll see they do have different photos embedded, not photos, but you know, as inside the dress itself. And over the years, what I've seen is that, you know, they tell a different story. What I believe is that the maid has a little bit of say in what's going to go on the dress. I just had to shut up for the last part of that clip. Let St. Aug's band speak for themselves. They sounded great. When they were coming down the line there, it just sounded like they were ready for Mardi Gras. You could tell all the practice and the time that they put in. So mad props to St. Aug's band. They're very, very good. Next up, we have the open house. So let's check out that footage.
It's frickin' freezing in here, Mr. Bigglesworth.
Oh my gosh, it's cold today. Let me see if I can show everyone this. I hope you can see it. This is what we are currently dealing with. It is literally freezing out here today. So the wind is 17, 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. So Endymion has rightfully so officially canceled the open house, which is good. Because in the cancellation notice, they sent this image. the temperatures are so low that they have officially affected a fictional cartoon character. Just last week, he looked like this. So yes, stay warm, Indy, my friend. We need you. And put some pants on. Those are not cold weather clothes you're wearing. It's good they canceled at the end of the day, because even if we had gone, all my footage would have been a band playing in the background with everybody huddled around the floats looking like this. So with that, this week out of the books. Next week we'll start float loading. So we'll go ahead and skip to that footage. Have a nice day. See you later. All right, we got it. Jeez, can we stop with the Stephen Mitchell exclusive live footage? It's freaking freezing out here. All right, loading day. So every crew is really different in how they load for reasons, details I'll maybe get to in subsequent videos, but some crews load the day of the parade, others the day before. It's just different. We load starting 1 week prior to the parade. In reality, our floats are moved after they're fully loaded from the den to the secure area in City Park the day before. So really, on our loading day, you're not really organizing for a parade day, so to speak. You're organizing to get your stuff physically in your space because it's very small, and just for that transport. So you want to make sure when you come back to the float on parade day, your delicates or your fragile things, you don't want to put that in a place where they're going to get stepped on by other people. You're just making sure that things may have fallen over during that transport, that when you come back, still in a pretty good space. So all those years and years of playing Tetris as a kid come to fruition here. It's a big Tetris game. So you got bags, as you can see, of different shapes, sizes, and weights. Also, it's just trying to figure out how this bag goes in that space. You can move the bag flat, horizontal, turn it to where another one stacks easily on top of it. Yep, you never know when things come in handy like that. One thing you can see here, there's a lot of people on the float. Sometimes during loading, it gets messy. Those hooks, however, you got to get used to them. My first year on the float, I must have knocked my head on those hooks about 5-6 times. Didn't there? Knocked myself unconscious as I was crouching down and go to stand up really fast. That hook is sturdier than what it looks like. Very robust. So the hook always wins. But I've gotten much better at not knocking myself senseless on those hooks. So before we get to the parade footage, I just want to say thank you. Just take a minute to say I appreciate all the positive feedback that I get from these videos. This is the 6th installment. I never was intended to start off as a YouTube channel, a series that got this far. It was just a way to capture my first ride. So I appreciate all the people who say they watch it every year or they've seen it since the first installment. I didn't think it was going to turn into this as far as a YouTube channel every year. So, I actually don't recommend subscribing to the channel because it wasn't intended for that. That's not what it's for. It's just to put happiness in the universe as long as we can enjoy this together. I know that sounds weird to not subscribe, but let me explain. We just have to do what's right. In America, there's a lot of subscriptions we just sign up for, and it's just monthly fees, payments, things that could be used to do something better or something different than just kind of wasting away for the things we just forget about at the end of the day. So for that reason, don't subscribe. It's not the correct thing to do. So I just really appreciate you being on the journey. So thank you. Wait, what?
Gone back home, T90 to the land of the beautiful queen. Gone back home to my baby, going back to New Orleans. On the step, here come the Neville brothers.
Sing that neck, my parade, Hussein, and my morning folk. Gonna plant my feet on Rainbow Street.
It's just NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick walking a small horse. Nothing to see here.
Going back home, T90, and never more will I roam. Gonna get my fill of that A2B, cause New Orleans is my home. Is that a jumbo jet? No, that's Big Al coming to put a hurt on you.
Indy looks like he's all thawed out now, so that's good. Here's another fun fact about this float. Even though it's the 2nd year of this float, the Indy you see here is not actually the same one that was in the parade last year. There are 2 Indies, even though it's the 2nd year. If you want to see the first one that made the one and only parade last year, you have to go to Mardi Gras World, and you can see that one on display. So why are there 2 Indies in 2 years? There were some mechanical upgrades. The eyebrows move up and down on the new one. You can see here in the side-by-side comparison that there are actually teeth in the new one, so he can eat. Way to go. He's teethed in it last year. He's growing, but that's not maybe a good thing. He's supposed to be he's supposed to represent youth, eternal youth. So 3rd year Indy, don't come having a job and paying taxes. It's too much. So remember what this float looked like on loading day. Now look at it on parade day. Everybody's unpacked their stuff. They're ready to go. And this is the contortionist that you have to be walking on a tightrope to get around the float. Now there's 48 people on it just on float A. And this is what it takes just for me to get to my spot. If you see that small space right there, only with enough room to put my feet, that's where I need to stand once we start and throw myself some space. I see my cousin. He shouts my name, Steven. I give him a bunch of good things, and the random girl next to him says, "Oh, when you shout Steven, that's what you get. Let me try." So at this point, with this wide turn that the floats have to make, I can only really at this point grab a ball or a frisbee to get to those people. So you got to switch it up a bit. So I don't know if I've seen this one yet. This guy in the front has a microphone and he's DJing the entire crowd to throw me something. It seems to be working. They're pretty excited. So what happens here, the guy in the front in the dark shirt, he asks if I can give him something for his girlfriend, like something to wear on the head, a hat or a crown or something. I said, yep, I think I can make that work. So I give him something, and right after I give it to him, trying to turn it on here, he takes it, and his friend, as he walks away, grabs it. So I was like, he got me, he lied, he gave it to his friend. And so I didn't see the next part. I started paying attention to something else. I didn't actually see the fact that he took it back from his friend right here and gave it to the lady in the back. I missed all that. So in a few minutes, he comes back up to me and asks me for something else. I said, no, you lied to me. He said, no, I gave it to the woman. I gave it to her. She's in the back. I said, let me see it. So me and him were having a chat. And where is she? Where is she? I think I see her. There she is. All right, now. Certified. There you go. You didn't lie to me. Thank you. Okay, this is pretty funny. So if you look in the back, there's two ladders. There's a woman on the left, I think she's in green, and she spots me with the cups, and she wants one. She's trying to get my attention, and I'm just not paying attention. They're playing T-Pain at the moment, and I kind of lose my focus, but she's trying to get my attention. The key here is that the wind is blowing. Remember, we were trying to beat a major storm that was coming through, so the wind is kicking up at this point a little bit later on in the route. And as I throw the cups, it drifts to the right. So as I'm trying to throw to her, the two kids on the right ladder are always catching my throw. Here we go. Nope, not quite. Let's try it again. All right, I'm gonna get you. No, drift to the right. No. All right, I got more. Don't worry. Let's see. All right, now drift to the right. The woman on the right ladder caught it. I think I got it this time. Eventually, me and her agree that I need to throw the cup to the left in order for her to catch it. There we go. Throw it to the left even more. There we go, and bam, got it. Success. Connection. Looking for the family that's on the route, and there we are. There we go. I see him. Gotta get him. Okay, now the route is officially over, and we're making the transition from the route into the Superdome. So yes, this is where we have a little bit of time, sometimes up to maybe 15 minutes or so for the float to make it through, because what happens in the Superdome, they can only fit so many in. You have to bring some in, bring some out, bring some in, bring some out. So we are waiting, and this is the time that everybody who has their dome stash is now gonna open that up. They've thrown out, they've got what they've been saving, time to put that out and just wait to throw the rest of what you had in the dome. So here you get some really good views also. You got the Smoothie King Center there. You can see the dome all lit up. You've got the Endymion logo on the outside. It's pretty cool. You get a chance to kind of breathe a little bit after all of the chaos for the last few hours that you've been on the float, and just prepare to go into this big, huge party. seen my previous videos, I've gone over this extensively about how hard it is to catch specific people in the crowd. Nevertheless, the dome here, my wife is in this area and she's about to come and shot in blue dress right there. All of those lights that they have, people waving, were for us to see. I saw none of them. I didn't see any of those white lights, and I almost missed her. And there we go. Up, stop the float. Got to get it in time, and I got it. Once again, let's see that from her perspective. It seems very easy, but she got me once again right in front of her, and I almost missed her, but I didn't.